What are you doing? All right.
I was trying to make your
Make me laugh.
yeah.
All right, welcome back. This
Mess up your sound.
this is John Mark, and this is my wife Michelle.
I'm eating a Reese's egg.
They are delicious. And this is episode 2 of our podcast. And today we are playing Guild Wars 2, which you haven't played the game. Just by looking at, what do you think of it?
I don't know. I always thought it was really pretty. I watched other people play it.
Yeah,
I
it's
do MMOs.
yeah, you're not a big MMO fan, but
I think the worlds are pretty, but something's lost when you put them like in an MMO.
yeah, I would have to agree with that.
Whoa, giant! I'm not gonna say what I thought it was.
Well, it's a giant worm. I know what you thought
That's
it was.
what I thought it was.
Yeah, that's get your mind out of the gutter.
Are you still damaging it? Why?
No, it doesn't. It's like, but the attack animation keeps going for some reason, even if there's nothing. Like, unlike WoW, you can attack air for hours on end. It's weird. So, but this is me just sort of faffing about. And honestly, like during this recording, I kind of learned some things about the system.
Did
like,
you wash that out?
yes, I did.
It had a funny taste in it.
It's water. Well, or, I mean, it's Wichita water, so.
No, I don't notice that. It's just
Anyways, so your weapons determine the
Pop.
first 3. What?
you didn't give me pop. I can't talk now. It's all you.
It's what? You can talk without pop. Anyways, your first 3 skills are determined by the weapon you have.
Keep going.
You have a cat. She looks thrilled to be here. So, all right. So, there's not much you can talk about playing a MMO. So let's go ahead and go
I don't know.
to.
The spider just shot at nothing and still hit you
Yeah. Well, that's
with its butt.
kind of the weird.
Wait, it shoots with its butt? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's what the spinnerets are.
Yeah, but it didn't shoot spinnerets. It shot like green goo. Like it wasn't even goo. It was like a miasma.
I don't know. Let's go to our topics. This is a topic you chose.
I chose it?
Yeah, you chose it. You sent me the link.
No, I sent you the website and said there's news on here. I didn't mean to send you to a specific link.
Oh, well, this actually brought this up. It's a game called something. Where's the name
The
of it?
game some people are paying to help finish.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Wolf the Red Hood Diaries owes a lot to its early players.
Yeah. So, have you seen the
No, play it.
gameplay trailers to this? It's kind of interesting because it's
I can't hear anything.
oh here you put that on.
But now everyone else is gonna hear it.
I don't know if anybody else is here. We'll find out. Let me check.
BB Wolf, Big Bad Wolf.
Yep. Because subtle.
Well, they already did. It's a Wolf Among Us, and his name was. I think his name was that, wasn't it? It was something. Bigsby. It was Bigsby.
Bigsby. Yeah.
Is that him?
Yeah, it's him.
Wow, he's hot.
So nobody else could see what you're seeing though. It's basically the gameplay trailer.
Okay, well, everyone load up this game. And then
I'll put a
when
link.
we start it, and you can have my commentary of Red Riding Hood double jumping.
Yeah. So it's
a
like
side scroller.
it looks like a slide scroller platformer.
One of those people always turning Red Riding Hood into this combat fighter lady.
Yeah, wasn't that the entire point of the original story of Red Riding Hood is don't talk to strangers?
Don't talk to strangers.
Yeah. Like,
or they'll rape you.
yeah, it wasn't, don't...
It's a dark story.
It is a dark story, but it wasn't like, strangers need to be like...
Are you a tree?
Yes, I am a tree.
Okay.
I'm a tree person.
Oh, she's so cliche looking.
I know, right? Well, I'll leave it,
Wolfie.
I'll put her link in the description.
It looks like something we could put on the background because it's side scrolling.
Yeah. But I'll put a link in the description. You guys will just have to watch it, but I
want to do Aru's Awakening. I just have to buy it.
It is. It's fan made.
It definitely is.
Yeah, it definitely looks fan made. And
I
they're
don't know. We'll see.
yeah, we'll see what it's like. My thing is
The
this.
story might be really good. It's just, to me, I'm so tired of the cliche. Red Riding Hood is the super combat. What? Are you a plant?
I'm a tree person.
What the crap? Is that your mom?
Well, no. Okay, so the quest was to basically take on the form of this tree person and help tend the garden because
That's what they do.
that's what they do.
They're like tree gorillas.
See, I just pollinated that plant.
Holy cow!
That was hot, wasn't it?
We need to put
Sensor
a
bars.
sensor bar.
Sensor bar, just blurring at that was
Warning.
some hot tree sex right there. No, but yeah, and you're supposed to kill the little grubs and kind of help tend the gardens, and that's their job. These like tree creatures.
Well, why do you have to help them? It's for their job.
Because this whole part of the game, you're fighting, like there's this court called the Nightmare Court, and this whole people, they're all about dreams, where the Nightmare Court are the ones that have twisted
Why are
dreams.
nightmares always the bad things?
I don't know.
I guess it's because they're nightmares.
Yeah, because nobody likes nightmares. I mean, like I'm not like going to sleep. Man, I hope I have a
I guess
nightmare
it's not
tonight.
the Winter Court, because whenever it's like that, it's like, really? Why is Winter always the bad guy?
Have you-
Winter and Night are always the bad guys.
Have you gone outside?
I like some things about Winter.
I don't like anything
I like
about
some
winter.
things about Winter.
I hate the cold. But
You like fire.
I do like fire. But yeah, so this game, it looks interesting. I probably won't buy it.
There's a baby!
Yes.
Stop hurting the baby.
Yeah, see, now you're having to.
I'm a Scoopy Tree dude with the weird martial bar back.
Yeah.
Trying to fight, but I'm really bad at hitting crap. I'm just gonna punch the ground. That one's pretty good at hitting
Yeah,
crap.
that's the adult one. We're kind of playing as the baby one. Cat's dug her way into the back of our closet. Okay, so I'm gonna skip one of the topics and I'm gonna go right to they're making an Aquaman movie. It's a thing.
I know, and he looks cool.
Okay, so have you seen the picture of him? This is the picture that they have.
The 7, yeah.
Jason, and I'm gonna.
Dude, they couldn't do the clean cut green and orange Aquaman with the setting they're going with anyway, with how grungy they made.
I know, but okay,
The only person in these stupid DC movies that looks like they're having any fun is who's playing Batman?
Affleck?
No, Brad Pitt.
Is it Brad Pitt? No, it's not Brad Pitt.
I get the two confused.
Hold on.
No, it's one of them. It's the one. No, it's Angelina Jolie's husband.
That's Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Yes, it is Brad Pitt, and he looks like he's having a blast.
Well, okay. I don't.
And it's because when he's playing, because from the trailer, when he looks like he's playing Bruce Wayne, he's like, I'm Bruce Wayne. I'm this millionaire who knows it all, who gets the girls, da 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 da. Yeah, sure, I'm also Batman, but that's not who I am when I'm Bruce Wayne. He actually is freaking, playing up this role better. Maybe he even enjoys the role for once. Because I even think in the 90s cartoon, Bruce actually enjoyed being Bruce once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Unlike the remake where, what's his face?
Which remake?
What actor? No, then the last remake.
Oh, the one
Christian Bale.
No, not Christian.
Yes, Christian
Christian Bale. Yeah, sorry, I'm
was
having
like-
a bad time with names.
Was like, I don't want to be. They have Bruce Wayne a lot more often, but.
Yeah, but it's really weird because it's Jason Momoa.
I don't know who.
I can't pronounce his last name. I'm sorry, I'm butchering
They
it.
think
But he's the guy who played Drogo from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I can see it.
And he was also.
Look at him.
He was also. I know him better as Roland from Stargate Atlantis, which was.
I didn't watch Stargate Atlantis.
You weren't missing.
I didn't watch Stargate.
Stargate Atlantis was. Stargate is your one I liked. Stargate Atlantis was. It was alright. But no, yeah, I don't know. Like Aquaman, really? Why? But why Aquaman?
Because he actually is a core member of The Justice League.
But he's, I
They
mean,
wrote him out in the Justice League cartoon show because they didn't know what to do with him. But people forget he has super strength.
uh-huh.
Okay? And when he's in the water, he is a beast. Like, water stuff, like, if it... And this one, it sounds like he's more going to be like, what are you... Like he is in the show, what are you humans doing in my ocean?
Yeah.
Get the frick out,
So
you
he's the
know?
environmental.
And I don't know. I mean, if anything, I think he looks pretty cool there. You don't think Aquaman when you look at
No,
him.
no,
He
I
does
look-
look like a really scary Poseidon.
Yeah, well, that or he almost looks like a gladiator. But here's something that somebody pointed out. Okay, so what a trident?
When you
How many points does a trident have?
3, because it's called a try.
Trident. Now, if you look at this picture, how many?
He has a fork.
He has a pitchfork.
Oh well. They see is trying too hard sometimes.
They are, well, they're trying to be
They
the
want to
Avengers.
be Avengers without having the Avengers feel. They want to have their own feel. The problem is, the way they want to do that is they don't want to have any
Fun.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no fun. No fun allowed.
Well, but that's what made the Avengers so good. Like
That's why
Thor.
it works, because
Thor was a fun movie. I
when
enjoyed
you
the
think
crap
about
out of
the
it.
only character there's only a few DC characters that I really feel like chill. Like, I mean, Superman does chill, like, but he chills because he's a good old farm boy. It's not like he's goofing off or anything. He's just, he's a fun guy to be around. Now, he's not in his current reincarnation.
Yeah,
Because they Batmaned him up.
Yeah.
But,
That movie. I'm going to go save the dog from the tornado.
I know. I'm like, you can get another dog. I'm sorry. I love animals as much as the next person. I really love animals, but I'm not going to lay down my life for an animal if I have a wife and a child to still take care of.
Yeah.
Like, I might go try to save an animal if it was just me, and that's like my
Yeah.
best friend. But otherwise, I'm like, well, it'll be fast, hopefully, or hey, super fast son, why don't you zip in there, grab the dog, and just
get
keep
out.
going.
Yeah, I know. But
Don't
no,
come back.
No, he had that stoic look on his face,
like-
and he's like holds his hand out. No,
Like,
I need to die for this.
And then, no, my favorite thing about the whole movie is I pointed out to me I knew something was bugging me about this movie, and I didn't know what it was. But I'm like, okay, other than some of the poor choices and some stuff, like what was the plot that really bugged me about that didn't make Superman Superman? His dad didn't care if people died.
I know. Yeah, he's just like, should I have let him die? Maybe.
Yeah.
The crap.
Like, that was the whole point of his parenthood, is that he was said, yes, we don't want you to tell people who you are yet, but you've been given these wonderful, miraculous gifts, and it's our duty as a human being that have more than other people. I mean, and these are farmers in Kansas, okay? They don't have that much, to take care of people.
Yeah.
And that's what he brought to the city of Metropolis, is this farm boy mentality of we take care of each other. And that's what eventually led to him becoming Superman.
Exactly.
But now the only reason he became Superman is because his dad was like, you're going to, his real dad, biological dad, was like, you gotta be your superhero because you're cooler than everybody else.
Because it's your destiny.
Destiny.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm really hoping Ben Affleck is like the Brad Pitt. Excuse me, they look the same to me.
What?
I know they look different. But
All beautiful people
but
look
they're
the
super
same.
Hot, okay, so it doesn't matter.
You're racist against beautiful people.
I am racist against beautiful people. It's what goes around comes around. Beautiful people.
The beautiful.
Doggy. There's a plant dog.
Yes, there's plant dogs. There's a plant wolf.
Why?
Because it's an entire plant-based
but
society.
It doesn't make sense. Okay. Anyway,
Anyways, go
I'm like,
ahead.
it's just like, couldn't you have like a weird plant creature that was like dog, like without looking just like a dog? Because
They have actual wolves in here that aren't just plant wolves, but
you have the creepiest face.
I like it. I'm a necromancer. Come on.
Okay. That makes no sense. You're like, oh, I'm a plant. Necromancy death.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you gonna kill?
Well, but it makes even less sense because the whole time you're just like, oh, we must stop the scourge of the undead. I'm just like, awkward.
What was I saying? Anyway, I really hope Brad Pitt has a good time. It looks like he is in the trailer. And I love it because he's like, I know who you are, Superman.
Yeah.
I know who you are, and I'm going to kill you because you're a threat. And that's kind of Batman saying this, you're too much for this world, and if you lose it, like you did when you killed Zod. Hey. I went through like 3 names in one. Like, you know, I could have...
Lord Zed, Xanatos, and...
Zurg.
Khan!
Don't get me started on that movie.
They had one job! No,
I know what... Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
You're getting me started on that movie. Oh, they're cute. Don't kill them.
They're like...
They got glowy butts. Like,
Stay
James
on
and the
target.
Giant Peach.
Oh, yeah. Stay on target, though. Stay on target.
Brad Pitt's gonna have fun as Batman, and that's all that matters, because someone needs to enjoy their roles in that
Yeah.
movie. Somebody needs to enjoy themselves.
I understand wanting to...
And what the frick is up with that director and his obsession with having characters have arcs that we barely know?
I don't
Like,
know.
he does it with all these movies. Like, all the Batman movies have these side characters that have these arcs.
Yeah.
And you know what? They weren't half bad. They did pertain to the plot.
Yeah.
Like Two-Face, in the second movie, Two-Face, going after the crooked
Mm-hmm.
policeman and the girl police lady, who she didn't die because she was a girl. Actually, he really wasn't holding it back. But we already lost the girl in that movie. We couldn't lose 2.
Yeah, the quota was met.
The quota was met. You know, and they had their reasons why they were crooked. At least she did. And then, you know, but in the third movie, you know, you had the Robin character that wasn't Robin. I liked him.
I liked the character.
He did more than Batman.
He did. I liked the character.
Batman was like, oh,
But
my back.
They did that shoehorn Robin thing at the end, and it was...
Well, he was going to carry... That's the idea of Robin, is to carry on the legacy of...
Our son
just yelled no.
No. Probably at the cat. But yeah, I understand. It just seemed so, like...
But in that movie, they had the news people from the Daily Planet, and that one girl got caught under the building.
Oh,
and like
yeah.
the gravity was being changed. I mean, it was actually an intense scene.
It was, but...
Like, it did make me feel like I want them to survive, even though I don't know who they are. I don't want to see people die.
Right.
I really don't want to see people die in movies. Granted, it's worse when animals die in movies, because that's less likely. But,
Right.
because it's...
I guess.
It's because they can show more. They can show more when people die.
Yeah.
Animals die. When people die, you're kind of like, you see it all the time, but when animals die, it's a shock, because how could someone be so cruel? Like, humans are flawed, and you see, but animals don't feel flawed. They don't feel like, they don't have that ability.
Anyways, a woman caught under the gravity.
Yeah,
here.
and so they're trying to get her out, and they can't, so they hold her hand, and they're just gonna hold her while she gets crushed. And they probably will die too from the gravity. Pancaking them.
Because that's not how gravity works, but whatever.
And then that have to make sense. It's a freaking... Yes, because the spaceships and the giant seed pods of baby things that we killed, even though we could have had... Anyway, saved the freaking race. Why did we have to kill the babies? They could have raised the babies.
Honestly, there's so many... You're giving the movie that had more plot holes than...
I don't like it when babies die.
I know, but... Are you
going to come do the podcast?
The whole movie was a mess. Okay.
Okay.
Titus is coming over to see.
Bye.
He just goes, bye.
Don't shut the door all the way. You can't get back in.
But...
Come here.
But, no, oh my goodness.
Don't shut the door.
That movie was just a mess, honestly.
You gotta come say hi.
I guess.
Say hi. Bye. Go watch your movie.
Our son's trying to come in here and go watch. Yeah, we'll go watch
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before
he likes
Christmas.
the scene with it.
He does.
Cute.
It's a good movie. I like it. Okay,
Let's talk
so
about plot holes.
yeah, there's a lot of plot holes in it. But okay, back to the whole Drogo
Unite the
as
Seven.
Yeah, Drogo as Aquaman. I don't know, like, cause it doesn't. I've seen this actor in other things, and even when he's playing that
It's all pasty.
I'm super sick. No, but, well, yeah, that's the other thing. So as an artist, this little poster thing here. The
Well, I mean, if he's deep in the ocean, it'd be really hard to get a tan.
I guess, but he just I don't know.
I guess I'm just so used to seeing him super tan because he was a freaking nomadic, horse riding, murdering clan of death.
Yeah, well, yeah, because
Who
Drogo.
likes to rape little girls and make them love him.
Yeah,
There
that's
was nothing wrong with that whole area. No.
no, that's
Though not uncommon
yeah.
for a setting they were mimicking.
No, I'm. Anyways, I don't know, cause I've seen this actor. I've seen him in other
Deer.
roles. Yes, I've
What's
seen him.
that?
I don't
Ah!
know.
Just didn't expect that. It scared me.
No one expects the bad or
No.
the Spanish Inquisition.
What about a Spanish bat that works for
For the Inquisition, you'll doubly won't expect
But it's
that.
not a Spanish Inquisition. He's just a Spanish bat that works for an Inquisition.
Yeah. What? Anyways, I've seen the actor in serious roles where he's got to play like a grrr. And other than Drogo, where he didn't actually say all that
He
much.
didn't have to. He spoke a lot more with his actions.
He did, he did.
And that's where he did really well because, like, I mean, seriously, like,
And it helps that he's stacked. I mean, he is
a
big
man.
dude. I mean, even in
That's
because
why the way he died in that was really kind of sad.
Yeah.
I mean, giant warrior dies from infection
yeah, well, because he was kind of
and then
supposed to
dies
be.
from smothering. Hey, I just want to put this warning up now because if you listen to this podcast, we're going to assume you know what we're talking about, and if you start hearing things you don't want to hear, then too bad.
Yep,
I'm
sorry.
not going to do spoiler
I
warning
can't. Yeah, we can't.
because we're not knowing what we're talking about.
Yeah. No.
What in the world? They're so cute! Don't kill them!
They're evil frogs.
Oh, there's no such thing! There's like, poisonous frogs who don't know what they're doing, but means
Well, no. There's a race of these are like the renegade.
but they're
bad ones.
so cute.
But there's a good race. These are just the bad ones. There's
I
bad
want-
eggs in every race.
I want to play a frog.
I don't. That's not a playable race.
Why how can you enter? It's like when they.
It might be later. They're coming out with an expansion soon.
Yeah, but they always charge so much for expansions because so it's not pay to play. You're gonna go down there.
Yes, I have to. I'm trying to get to an area there for
you
some
can get up.
bizarre reason. No, but like, okay, so in Stargate Atlantis, he was basically the Tilk character. So you had
Oh, I remember him.
in SG-1, you had Tilk, who was the big, but he was the
He
tank.
was adorable.
Tilk was the tank, and
Tilk was adorable. He
in-
had the sweetest personality.
well, yeah, and he did not have a sweet personality.
No, I
in that.
remember him
Yeah.
now. I remember him seeing him in like an episode and going, "Oh, you're the Tilk character."
Yeah, exactly, because he was the tank. He was a big dude, and
It's like in Star Trek, you always have your
Worf was.
Vulcan. You have a Vulcan. No, it was Data.
Well, no, Worf was the big dude.
No,
He
I'm
was
not
the
talking about
big.
the big dude. I'm talking about the character that is is learning
Oh
about
yeah,
the other culture.
yeah. So you have like Spock, which oh,
Spock and
we'll talk about that later. Yeah, you have Spock, and then Data was in Next Generation.
And then,
Who was-
Voyager had another Vulcan.
Did it? Okay.
It also had
No, Data.
it had the
uh,
plant dude,
Well, it also
plant lady, and the
7 of 9.
later on she replaced the plant lady as the
Oh,
hot
did she?
lady. Yes.
Oh.
You had the when they first got there, they ended up with this alien
Uh-huh.
dude, and he had rescued this plant-based 7 years. She lived 7 years or so. Woman.
Yeah.
And they were traveling with them, and then she like ascended.
Oh, I think I know. Yeah, I know you're
My
talking
mom
about.
watched all of them because she wanted to decide if she didn't like it or not. So she started watching them, and then she watched them all. And we come to the terms that at the beginning of the series, they had no idea how to write a female captain,
Yeah, they got
and then they got better.
better.
Janeway
but-
got better, but
They got better, but I'll be honest with you. Like I've
Janeway
seen.
just intimidates men because she's manly.
Well, not only that. Like I've seen that particular actress in other roles. I have.
I've seen her. Well, she was a Bond girl.
Yeah, she was. Which Bond girl was
I don't
she?
know. I don't watch Bond movies.
Ah.
They're too manly. They're not even manly.
They're- well,
they're
they're-
too sexist.
They're part. Well, you should read the novels then. Oh, it is weird. No, they are. They are like chauvinistic power fantasies. I'm not even gonna try to Sugarcoat
But
that.
I want to say that Sean Connery was really hot.
Yes, he was.
And he could sing.
Yes.
He sang in a Disney movie.
Yep.
Anyway.
It was weird.
I learned that from Nostalgia Critic.
What? Who are we talking about?
Grogu, Star Trek.
Oh
Jay
yeah, so
Gray.
he was that character.
Train of Thought.
Yeah, he was that character in that, and I think that they're probably going to go with the 90s Justice League where he's not.
They're not
like,
going with any of that.
Well, but no, I mean where he's more of the angry Aquaman.
Well, look at him.
Well, yeah, I mean you can't do anything else with that. But and I was listening to another podcast about this, and they were saying that in the comics he was sort of underwater. The Aquaman was sort of supposed to be designed to be underwater King Arthur, right? So where he's lives.
Best way to go down.
I.
No, they're so pretty. Stop.
They're stabbing me.
Well, you needed to roll diplomacy.
I don't have diplomacy. I have axe diplomacy. I axed them a question.
Oh my gosh.
Get it? Anyways, but that's basically how the character was designed to be, and now he's sort of like this eco, because he was like that in the 90s Justice League. Was it 90s or is it 2000s?
You mean Unlimited? The actual.
Well, there's
the
that one, but
series?
there's the Justice League.
The Justice League.
Yeah, Justice League. Was that 90s?
Charge! I'm a frog spitting on you.
I think that was early 2000s, not 90s.
Stop. Same. Oh, same pain reactions.
Yeah.
Stop.
Well,
And they were stabbing you at the same time, and they're like a little. Whew.
They're quick little buggers.
They have the stabby swords. Oh, they have spears.
Well, there's spears, step spears.
I win, I die. You win, I die. I thought I said I win, I die. And I'm like, well, I don't think that's how it works, man.
No, you win, I die. That's there.
You win, I die. There's a pretty flower up there. I want to look at. Scroll up.
I can't.
Scroll up.
It's pre-recorded.
Ugh.
Anyways. And then, in that series, he's more of like the eco, hey, you
They
crazy
win.
kids.
I die.
You crazy kids, get out of my ocean. And he was the same way in,
They're so pretty.
distracted by
I
all
don't
the
think I
pretty
can
things.
play this game.
Why?
Because I like all the creatures. I want to be friends.
You can't be friends with, you gotta, they're,
But look at the wishy tails.
they did do a lot of, work on, like, details
I hear
and
there's
stuff.
water combat in this.
Yes, it is weird
I
because
hear they were trying really hard not to make it totally awful.
it's not awful. In fact, it's
They were trying really hard.
it's different from.
Because WoW scrapped their underwater level. They were going to do. They had an underwater dungeon they were going to do.
Really?
And they had this beautiful area. You can go see it. It's still gorgeous, this area,
Yeah.
prepared for it. But they scrapped it because their water fighting sucks.
It is harder because
No.
you're in a
Are
three-dimensional
you
space.
healing him?
Yeah. You're in a three-dimensional space rather than a two-dimensional.
Wow, it is so ugly. It's adorable. No, we gotta name it. You saved its life. It needs a name.
Well, with that face.
That was spinach.
spinach.
This is artichoke.
Why did we name them after plants?
Vegetables.
Vegetables,
Because vegetables are ugly.
Uh,
But, they're good for you. And then he promptly gets killed by the... promptly runs into danger and dies.
well, he's not the smartest of
Well, why
the...
are you saving them then? I mean, save them. They're ugly cute.
They're ugly.
They
cute.
kind of remind me of like a weird hippo.
Well, I think they're based off of like
What the frick is
prehistoric-
that?
It's a tree. I'm gonna chop it down.
Okay, I know what a tree is. That.
Oh, the thing off.
It's like a weird
it's a
monster
warg,
warg thing.
warthog. Often, she's talking about the thing
friends.
over in the top corner, and yeah, those things. Yeah, they're warhogs.
Oh.
They're neutral until you like poke them, and then they'll attack you.
It's not very much like warthogs. Oh, she's beautiful.
Oh yeah, that's the design of all of them. And this
The
is
most
here.
unique elves in the game right here, guys. If you have to have an elven-like race...
Well, yeah, they're not even. But
No, they are the elf race for this world.
I guess.
They're okay. Elves love plants, right? Elves are plant
Right, yeah,
people.
they're-
These are literally plant people. This is just a step further. Like if elves could marry trees, they would, and this is what's happened.
This is what's happening. I actually think there are elves in this game. I'm not sure. I know there's dwarves.
You can't play them though.
No, you can't.
That's good because I don't think there should be elves in this game. I think it's time to have fantasy without the cliche fantasy elements.
Yeah, you've got like okay.
And these people have done. That's why I like the Guild Wars world because they have a different setup. I mean, sure, it's still the travel MMO stuff, but that's just kind of how MMOs work. But
well, you gotta have a giant world to explore. I mean,
yeah.
it wouldn't be much of an MMO if you were in
and
a
they're-
5x5
it's
box.
beautiful. And I love they have such unique races.
Yeah, they do.
And then they even have two different kinds of human-like
Yep.
races.
They've
which
got
is-
the humans and the Nords, which
and
are.
it's nice that it's recognizing that there are different races among races, except for the frogs. That's racist. That there's evil frogs.
Well, there's evil. There's evil plant people.
I'm just kidding. I know you. It's okay though.
Me selling stuff. But yeah, so that's a thing that's happening. I'll probably go see the Aquaman movie.
I'll probably see the Batman versus Superman
Batman.
Dawn of Justice.
Oh yes.
That's the only way you can say it. Is Dawn of Justice.
Is that the way you're going to say it from
when
now?
we go buy the tickets, I'll be like, what 2 for Superman versus Batman Dawn of Justice? And I bet he'll laugh. Unless they're really tired. No, the one I'm looking forward to is Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron.
Ultron.
Oh,
I'm so sure it's going to lead right into the Civil War because
Yeah.
Tony's gonna like, screw this. We need to be regulated because
I'm just
faffing around and I did this. You know,
Yeah.
we need to have some kind of control so that these, and you know, he has a little bit of a point. You know, like he did, but it's still kind of like. Yeah, but this is America. We don't want that.
Yeah.
And Captain America's old school, so he's very much into the independence of everybody.
Well.
I'm gonna get butt heads, and then Captain America can die, and then I'll stop seeing the movies because that'll be really sad.
Yeah. Well,
What the crap?
I wanted the thing, and I wasn't able to get the thing, so I fell.
That was a great description. I wanted a thing, I didn't get the thing, so I fell.
That's what
Well, you might have fallen anyway, even if you got the thing.
no, I would have been alright if I got
What's
the
out
thing.
there? Your next quest?
Yep.
Little
So, okay,
Whoa!
yeah, fire-breathing alligator.
That makes sense. I'm a water-based animal. How do I hunt? I breathe fire on it.
Heck yeah.
And then I drag it into the water and put the fire out.
Yeah,
I like. He likes his marshmallows slightly burned, not like charred, so that's why he does that.
I guess. So
I want an MMO, but it's based off of Candyland. And so like you have like candy-based crap.
you hear that? You hear that, game designers?
I would
make
play it. I would
make
play it.
Candyland MMO.
You already have the races. You got the licorice people, and you got the peppermint people, and the gumdrops, and then you got the weird human-looking ones, and then you got the fat lady. And I have a subject for fat people. Any more things?
I can't. You know
that
how
all
long
you
it's
had?
been? You know how long it's been?
I'll
Oh
let
no,
you know.
I
thought
do
you
have
had
one
more
more.
things.
I had one more thing. Okay, now this is something that may not interest you as much as it interests me. They're bringing back Rock
I
Band.
knew that. I already knew that.
They're bringing back Rock Band.
I know.
And this is the thing that's kind of cool. They say that they are going to support the DLCs that you bought with the old Rock Band games.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know how they're going to show that, how they're gonna prove that, but yeah, that's kind of cool. I didn't buy any. I didn't even buy Rock Band. I love to go over to a friend's house and play it because they would have all the
Well,
kit.
it's like an ultimate party game.
It is the ultimate party game.
Next to Mario Kart or Mario Parties.
I would honestly say it's more ultimate because you don't have to have any type of. Well, I mean, you have to have
That's
some
all
skill.
I got, man.
That's all you got.
Mario Kart. That's all I got. I'm really bad at Mario Bros. And Mario Smash Brothers
Smash
and Mario.
Brothers.
What the crap? Hello.
It's a
Beep
giant,
boop beep bop beep da boop.
giant.
My
golem.
cousin is Blitzcrank.
Heck yeah. But yeah, that's what I was really excited about, is that they're doing that, and like I said, they're going to support the DLC that you bought. So you know, if you have an old Rock Band set, go ahead and dust that thing off and
Did you see that?
see what.
Did you see the little white person that was running, the little doll that ran by?
Oh yeah, you can get miniature versions of the things in.
That's really creepy.
Yeah. Actually, I've got with when I bought it, I bought
Mini.
I got a mini Char.
Ah.
Yeah, so he'll be just
He's
following,
cute.
following
Char
me around.
cute.
I
I like that cute, like kind of like the Beast and Beauty and the Beast was cute when he was trying to be gentle and sweet, and he's just this monster. Cute.
You said you had a topic. You had something.
Well, okay. So I was on that website I linked you to,
Uh-huh.
and it has random news, and it has some poorly written articles once in a while, and I was reading this article, and it was basically like, stop being mean to fat people, because we play video games too. What it was about the stereotypes of overweight people, obese people in video games, and how their personality is they're fat.
That's a personality type.
And the tropes to that is they're weak. They love food.
They're slow.
That's weak. Let's just put that in there.
Okay.
They're weak people. They love food, and they're narcissistic. They think they're good looking. I've seen that done in animes where they think they're good looking.
Yeah.
I the thing is, I'm like, well, you're not necessarily bad looking just because you're overweight. But since we have this fat shaming thing, Garen, we also have fit shaming. too.
Really? I haven't
Yeah, it's like there's this picture of his mom who's all fit with her and she has her kids.
seen. Yeah.
And we were shaming her for working out so much she didn't spend time with her kids, you know, kind of stuff. Moms can't win, guys.
Maybe
Moms can't win.
they don't know. Maybe she works out with her kids.
I don't know. I think they did.
She has them hold on to a bar on either side, and she does squat thrusts with the kids holding on.
Anyway, but the article wasn't really well written, and I was stupid and I went looking at the comments, and people are like, well, being fat is unhealthy. And I'm like, okay, does that give you a right to mock somebody on the street for being fat, for being overweight, when you actually have no idea what a struggle it is? Because I was just like, I wrote this big post and then I realized it was the internet. And
Yeah, don't do
that.
that.
But it made me feel better just to write it out that overweight people, it begins so early in their lives that they develop these habits early on. As a children, when their metabolism's up to snuff and when they develop the things they like, and when you develop things you like, especially as a kid, you compulsively do it. So if you like TV and stories a lot, you're going to compulsively want to read and watch and stuff like that. And you're going to do things that are what you're fed, you're going to crave those things more.
Yep.
It's not like people are like, well, being fat's a choice. A lot of times you don't realize you're overweight until you're overweight. You don't realize you're getting bigger until someone points it out to you, or you realize that you're not up to the standards of the models on covers anymore.
Or you bend over and like half your buttons go flying off.
Or you bend over and you look down, and you can't see your feet anymore.
Yeah. Now there does come
and there is a point when you are so big that you are kind of gross.
Yeah. Where
but I don't, like, as an overweight person, I don't see myself. That person's really excited to see you.
they're just sort of an excitable race.
They're really cute. Anyway, you don't look at yourself and you don't think my weight is part of who I am.
Right. They're just.
You don't think that about yourself, but people think about it for you, I guess. They assign things from my assumptions.
Well, my
problem. And he was
problem
talking about video games, and he was pointing out characters that the fat stereotype, and I'm like, yeah, but then you got Mario, who's an overweight plumber.
Yeah.
He works out a lot, and maybe he just has some kind of medical condition where he can't lose weight because his brother is skinny.
Well,
it's back in the day. But then again, fat male characters are so different than fat female characters, if you're a fat girl character, their life goal is to, if that character is to be seen as attractive, to be verified by a man to be seen as attractive.
Yep.
Because that is what the only important thing a woman should care about.
I guess.
As in a video
Yeah.
game. You know, that's my role is to be attractive.
That's what our society
And if I'm
says.
not attractive, I'm failing.
Yeah.
Um,
But Movie Bob pointed this out. How many ugly male heroes can you think of? And how
monster
many
characters?
Yeah.
Yes.
How many female characters
Well,
can you think?
She-Hulk is beautiful.
Well, yeah. But how many female characters can you think of that are heroines that are attractive is not
part
of their virtues.
And even if you could be like a woman could be unattractive and not have to be fat to be unattractive as a character too.
Yeah.
And you get characters like strong women.
Mm-hmm.
Like you see it more in like video games. You might see a strong woman who doesn't care what other people think about her. She just enjoys. She always has like a big accent of some kind, like what is it, like a German accent or something. So,
the Russian stereo, the Russian, like in Dodgeball, Helga,
and you know what?
what's her
She's
name?
not necessarily unattractive. She's just not petite.
No. Well, okay, but the one in Dodgeball.
No, but that's an over-exaggerated.
That's
stereotype.
she was
fake.
over-exaggerated.
I love how the cat's just here in love with you. Look at
Hi,
her. She's just on your lap, staring with adoration at you.
I hate this cat so
She
much.
loves you so much.
She is an evil cat. She just comes up and she'll like randomly just bite your elbow, run away, just mock you.
She does it to me when I'm playing League, especially if I'm playing ranked. If I'm playing ranked, it's time to bug me.
Yeah. Six ranked games, 6 wins.
6 wins, so 4 more, and hopefully it'll be a higher silver so I can get to gold. Every year I want to do a little better.
Yep.
Though I missed out on the skin I deserved. The skin built for me.
It wasn't.
The skin's for you, Michelle. Here's Morgana. Oh, you're only silver? Too bad. Oh, you're working really hard to get out of silver?
Nope.
Too bad.
Yeah. Anyways, so
it's not their fault. It's
I really what bugs me about
my teammates' fault.
What bugs me about it is less of the trope.
Well,
is that
he
fat
pointed
is a
out-
personality type.
Yeah, it shouldn't be.
It should be. It's not.
And just because it's unhealthy doesn't give you the right to say to tell someone in a cruel way. We are quite aware. The world has already told us that what we are is unacceptable. We know that.
Yeah, we don't need your help.
And a lot of times they are making steps to try and eat better and do better, but it takes much longer to get fat off than on. Okay.
Yep.
And they actually proved it. They weighed the same amount of muscle to the same amount of fat, and there's so much more fat than there is muscle for the same weight.
Mm-hmm.
For the density difference.
Yeah, because muscle's a lot denser.
So
muscle weighs more than fat, is what they say.
So I could weigh the same as a muscle man, and he looks really good, but I'm overweight, so.
Yeah. Well, really, honestly, it's.
I've never had someone call me fat. Like, I don't walk down the street very often. I hear it's a big problem in, like, bigger cities.
Yeah.
Especially catcalling guys who call out on women.
Well, we live in Kansas where everyone knows you, so you catcall somebody and there's a good chance.
I tell their mom.
They'll tell their boyfriend and he'll be like.
You don't tell the boyfriend. Oh, they tell the boyfriend. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll tell the boyfriend, and then you get a knock on your door and.
Slugged in the face.
Yeah, just.
Okay, I can't see that happening in Kansas. I can see like you tattling on their mom or something.
I can see it happening. I lived in Goodland. That crap happened all the time.
Yeah, but we don't live in Goodland.
Yeah, Goodland's an awful place. Never lived there.
Goodland.
It's an awful place to live. Hated living there.
And
I'm sorry if any of you listeners.
Some people might like it.
Yeah, and I'm sorry if any of you listeners are in Goodland. You are in a crap hole.
Get out.
Get the frick out. You are in a crap hole. Get out. Yeah. No,
but one of his, it wasn't a well-written article. Okay,
yeah.
It was a hurt big guy writing about how you hurt his feelings, and then people being mean about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but I understand the point he was coming from, and it's just a normal, hey, we're still people. We already know this. Can you be encouraging instead of ridiculing us? Because they have proven. To mock someone for their weight does not encourage them to lose weight. It actually causes them to gain weight.
Yep.
It causes them to give up, get depressed, and gain weight.
Because
we have developed a comfort food.
Comfort food, yep.
She's cool looking. Look at that dress. Whoa. Anyway, are there fat plant people?
Oh no.
I want fat. I want an MMO where I can play a fat person, or at least a pleasantly plump person.
Pleasantly plump. Well, you can.
Like Pandarans.
You can play Pandarans.
That was one of his things with Pandarans, where, like even Pandarans had a fat stereotype because they, I don't know, like they like to party. They're like they make good food and they're
They
married.
do.
I'm like, but they don't. They're not fat. The Pandaran males are not fat. That is just what they look like.
Yeah,
they all look the same. That's just who they are.
Yeah.
Like that's not body fat. Really for them,
It's like calling a Tauren fat. They're just big. They're big. No, now to be fair.
And then he pointed out Fat Princess.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, but I don't care about Fat Princess. I actually am not offended by Fat Princess because she's obviously enjoying herself.
Yeah.
She obviously does not care about how she looks. She obviously doesn't feel degraded by getting fatter.
No.
It's not this.
She's having a wonderful
they're
time.
not saying they're a horrible person for being fat. It's just a game mechanic, and it's a really cute, funny. She's adorable. Like the bigger she gets, the more adorable she actually gets to me.
Yeah.
Because it's this cutesy, cartoony game, so it's not like she's getting bloatedly ugly.
Yeah. Well, and to be fair with the point he had about the Pandarans, they do have one of their abilities is they get the benefits if you in WoW, if you eat.
Yeah, you get
a bonus.
A little bonus.
They get the bonus. Either they get a double bonus or they get the bonus for twice as long. I can't remember which one.
Well, it's because they like to eat.
Well, yeah.
And they actually know how that food feels good. Okay. It's not really. I don't really think it's a bad stereotype.
And like one of their
would you
classes.
really want a buff panda? When you think of a panda, do you think of a buff man?
No, and honestly,
even the Pandaran women are these beautiful little curvy things.
I like them. I like them.
Like they're not like super fat. They just have hips. Really, honestly, they're just. And to them, that's normal. That's their weight. So it's like, man. Anyway, I'm not saying.
That's your soapbox.
That's my soapbox. I'm not saying that you're wrong by thinking it's unhealthy, because it is.
Yeah, I mean it is.
You're
putting stress on your heart.
So is not eating right and being super skinny.
Yeah.
That's just as unhealthy.
It's just as unhealthy.
If not more so, because you're putting yourself into a habit of not eating enough and the right things. So
yeah, you'll die faster.
Nutrients.
Yeah, you'll die faster from malnutrition than you will from being overweight.
I mean, yeah, and I'll be warmer in the winter, so.
Yeah, I hate the winter because
he can't gain weight and I can't lose it fast enough.
Yeah,
we need to trade.
One other topic I had. What are you doing?
I'm messing with you.
Oh, okay. So indie games.
Okay.
So, there was an article written. I don't even remember who by a while ago.
What is the website I linked to? It was Polygon.
Yeah, it was
There it is. Polygon. Polygon. It's not. It's a news gaming genre-ish website. With other video nerdy stuff. It's probably not the most
It's not escapist.
Valid.
Yeah, it's not the
escapist.
Yeah, it's not.
But it does have some interesting articles, and my Facebook feed has it all the time.
Actually, no. We were going to talk about a great loss that we had, and that is the loss.
Everyone's already talked about it.
Leonard Nimoy. Here's the cool thing. So there is, that there is a Star Trek MMO, right?
Oh yeah, you kinda. Don't you own ships on that though?
Well, there's actually several. It's Star Trek Online.
Remember when Leroy mission statue beams into Star Trek Online?
So they put a memorial in the game.
The fans made them, I thought.
No, the company, I think.
Because there was a lot of demands for.
Put it in there.
Put things in there.
And I don't know.
I'm like, can't we wait until after he's been dead a little bit to start throwing memorials into places?
Well, here's the thing. Like, Leonard Nimoy, at the start of his career, kind of was a little bit embarrassed about Star Trek. Mm-hmm. And he tried.
Because he was such an artist, and here he is playing this not consistent Vulcan.
Yeah. And to be fair,
half Vulcan.
some of the scripts for the movies
Hey, he didn't write the bad movies.
No, he didn't. Shatner wrote
wrote
but he
bad
had to
movies.
play them.
Well, I like the camping scene where they're all camping together.
And they sing "Row, row, row your
Oh,
boat."
why do they sing of all the songs? Row. Anyway.
I don't know, because they're camping, and that's what you do when you're camping, right?
I don't sing Row the boat. I sing like something else.
Like
Kumbaya. That's a camping song, right?
sure.
Oh wait. Spock would be a scientifically all anti everything. So, anyway, my lord.
Right, yeah. Anyways.
It's not. Spock. It's not S-O. It's not S-U-N. It's S-O-N.
What?
It's a line from. They were trying to stop this cult or something in an old episode, and it was the cult of the sun.
Uh-huh.
And they kept thinking it was.
Like the sun?
The sun.
Yeah.
Well, they found out it's sun as in it's a Christian cult, basically.
Okay.
It's a surviving Christian cult, I guess. And then,
That's weird.
what's her face?
Ahura?
Ahura. Such a weird
That's
name.
the only woman on the entire ship. I know that there's others.
There's other women. She's the only
named.
character.
The only named
and
one.
she's black, so
Yeah.
it's really that show was very forward.
It was very forward. It's
Because
true.
he wanted to say there would be a future where everyone was. It didn't matter.
Yeah,
And
because
I
well,
think-
especially it was forward because you had Chekhov, who was, I think he was Czechoslovakian, but
my phone just went off.
yeah.
Okay.
But there's, you had people, you did have people from different nationality and stuff. So yes, it was very forward.
And so he was talking about, like, why would you worship the sun? And she's like, no, not S-U-N, Mr. Spock, S-O-N. And it's like, da-da-da.
Why do you have to check that now?
Because everyone checks their phone when they have podcasts.
Why do they? I hate that so much.
Oh,
Ah,
my internet friend.
oh, you have an internet friend?
Yep. Don't watch me. Get away.
All right, so that was something I was going to talk about. Okay, so I was reading an article the other day, talking
Whoa.
about sort of the, so this is the underwater fighting mechanic. So you have a different weapon when you're underwater. In this case, it's like a staff thing, and you have at least. Why do you have this here? It's gonna be no phones. It's now a crotch phone.
Ah, I will get it. No, you don't
So
want me
so rude. Well, I did. Not on the podcast. Anyways, this has gone bad quickly. Yes, but this is the underwater mechanic that they have in here. It's kind of interesting that like you don't have the same skills
to. I need a linker to my podcast.
that you
Okay, I'm gonna leave it right here.
don't. Give me,
No.
You have that thing where you can't be without your phone.
No, I don't.
You have that phobia.
Only when I leave the house.
Yeah. Now I've completely lost my train of thought.
Underwater fighting.
Underwater fighting. Yeah, this is the underwater fighting.
Okay, so are you
mechanic.
releasing them or?
You're checking the traps, and sometimes the traps catch these things.
How did it fit?
Magic.
What are you trying to really catch?
Lobsters, I guess. Those are lobster traps. Try to get lobsters. It's like the cats, they see like the box and they're just like, I need to be inside of that. And you close it up and you shift it off and you're just wondering where Fluffy went. Oh man, can we do that to this cat of ours? Shh. I hate this cat so much. It's an evil cat.
She says she's sorry for interrupting, and I told her it's fine, keep doing it.
Oh, whatever. She's gonna watch and she'll be like, ah ha ha, that was mean. Yeah. Stop
That's
interrupting
what
our
she sounds
podcast. She's gonna be bad. Did you have another one?
Oh,
Nope. Okay.
you're being chased by a jellyfish. These are very intelligent jellyfish.
They're spinny top.
Yeah,
I
but
think I died
jellyfish don't actually have
They don't hunt.
they don't have brains.
No, they don't. They seem to manage all right.
They seem to be struggling there.
Yeah, I think I die at this point. Yeah, this is the other thing that this game has kind of weird is there's a death mechanic, all right? So when your life points go to 0, you get knocked down and you can fight for your life. And let me see if this actually, I think this actually happens to me here. Yeah. So I get knocked out. So now what I can do is I can either swim to the surface or I can fight, and I basically suck the life out of this crab thing. And
is that a necromancer only thing?
I think it's a necromancer. I think they all have. I haven't tested it, but I think they all have different things that they can fight. And if you beat the enemies, you get up again.
I like the way you swim.
Oh well. They also, the other thing that I like about this game is they don't have the stupid breathing mechanic thing that they. I mean, they do.
They said that other races have things that help them breathe underwater. Just so they don't have to deal with the breathing mechanic.
Yeah. Well, no. One of the items you have is basically a rebreather, like a oxygen thing.
Okay, I'm done.
So, all right. Well, that's pretty good. It's a shorter podcast. You can cut it short, right?
My brain hurts.
Your brain hurts. So yeah.
That's just stuff.
That's just stuff. We're gonna try. I'm not gonna make any type of commitments about this. We're gonna try to update Mondays. If we don't, it's because life happened. We've got a baby, and we've also got other duties and jobs and works, and Michelle's supposed to be doing a webcomic.
I'm working on other things.
Yeah, you're getting ready for our convention season, which is coming up.
So, yeah.
Mini Minions and all those things. So,
and I'm having a baby.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Just dating. It's the station.
Gestation. Okay, no, I'm not gonna.
I'm just stating.
I'm just stating.
I'm just stating.
Alright,
bye.
Alright. Well, on that note, I'm gonna call this.
We needed better ideas for names for the podcast.
Yes.
I don't like our name.
I don't like it either.
I don't know how to name things.
I don't know. So if you've got ideas, if you have subjects, if you have questions, leave them in the comments, and we will do things with them.
Yay! Level 10 rewards.
Yep.
That's a good spot to stop. Stop it. It's over.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
All right.
Go
bye.
away.
Thanks. Stop.
Go away. Go find something else to watch.